Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Rose Garden Arena in Norwich, Connecticut, where we have a matchup between the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks and the South Windsor Knights. Josh Bertelli, number 4. Gavin Casagrande, number 5. Number 6, Wade Larson. Number 7, Colin Bunkley. Number 8, Jackson Reagan. Number 12, Cam Govea. Number 14, Drew Sager. Number 15, Wyatt Verbridge. Number 16, Palmer Williams. Number 17, Brady Hakam. Number 19, Brett Karen. Number 22, Nicholas Paisani. Number 26, Austin Linekus. Number 52, Spencer Sherman. Number 54, Calvin Mirko. Number 68, Lance Goddard. Number 70, Declan York. And the netminders for the Seahawks, number 30, Eric Prates. And number 35, Cam McCollum. For South Windsor, we have number 1, Jason Sigler, the netminder for South Windsor. Number 2, Luke Taylor. Number 3, Connor Power. Number 4, Luke Mawhinney. Number 8, Dylan Hutton. Number 9, Walter Willoughby. Number 10, Tyler Power. Number 12, Chase Mawhinney. Number 13, Zachary Richard. Number 14, Trevor Niffen. Number 15, Matthew Venzi. Number 16, that's Kevin Shover. Number 17, Zachary Morrison. Number 19, John Walker. Number 21, Jonathan Scola. Number 23, Kyle Dunn. Number 25, David Morrison. Number 35, Joshua Wiener, like a hot dog wiener. Number 39, Thomas DeHaze. Number 42, Brett Fair. Sweet. Do you know why the game before got canceled?
I have no idea. Oh, here comes the manager. She's going to tell me. Hi, Carol. This is Mike, our other broadcaster.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You all set with what you got?
Yes, thank you. What happened to the other game?
So they didn't have enough players. The white team played them last week in West Haven, and they had to pull up other kids because they didn't have enough. And I'm like, if you don't have enough, then you might as well just don't do this to people at the last minute.
Yeah.
Because she sent me an email at 6:40 this morning. Like, I'm watching my email at 6:40 in the
Oh my
morning.
God.
So I sent it to the coaches when I figured it out, and I'm like, did you guys see this?
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
Everybody has such a shortage this year. It's such a joke.
So South Windsor has a full team.
Looks
The,
like
o-
it.
the only one, so Eric is going to be in goal for us tonight,
Okay,
not
cool.
Cam. And the only one we don't have is Nick Pizzani.
All right.
Everybody else is here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
So you got everything you need.
Yes.
Thank you. In terms of pronunciation for Brady,
Welcome.
Hawkham? Cool. Thank you. There's nothing bad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Rose Garden Arena here in Norwich, Connecticut, where we have a dandy for you this as a late afternoon, early evening, 6:40 on the clock. We have the Seahawks and the South Windsor Knights going head-to-head, toe-to-toe, looking like Michigan and Minnesota, a little Big Ten hockey matchup for you. The Golden Gophers and the Wolverines look like they're head-to-head right now on the ice here at the Rose Garden Arena. But we do have South Windsor and Southeastern Connecticut going at it. South Windsor, shots blocked. That's off the stick of Chase Mawhinney. Now in the corner, grappling for the puck. Number 70, Declan York is over there. Drew Sager gets it out of the defensive end of the Seahawks. Down the left wing, Colin Bunkley. Bunkley put one in the high slot. Nobody was shown, unable to connect on that pass. Good idea. Bunkley got it back for a moment before he was taken away by South Windsor. A shot by number 12. That is Chase Mawhinney. Put one on net, but saved by the netminder, number 30, Eric Prates of the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks. Early stages of the first period here. Just 1 minute has gone by. 16 to go. Standing at the dot, number 15, Matthew Venzi. Opposite him is number 19, Brett Karen. This one controlled by the Seahawks in their own zone. Collision along the blue line. Seahawks pick it up. Lugging the puck through the neutral zone is number 19, Brett Karen. In front of the South Windsor bench. Karen gets it back. Shot. Save made by Wiener. Joshua Wiener, the netminder for the South Windsor Knights. Number 35, standing tall there as he's tested early by the Seahawk attack. That's number 12, Cam Govea. That shot past the glove side, but wide right of the cage. Trickles down into Seahawk territory. Here comes a 2-on-1 chance. Shoots. He scores! Number 15, Matthew Venzi, gets the South Windsor Knights on the board early with a heck of a shot, top shelf, past the stick side of Eric Prates. 1-0. Knights on top of the Seahawks with just under 2 minutes gone by in the first. Impressive stuff by the youngster Venzi. Knights have it in their own zone. Richard. That one caromed off the boards. Was looking for number 5, Gavin Casagrande. Here comes Shover. Shover made one man miss, could not make a second. Retreats, reverses ice, and looks for a teammate behind the cage now. That one up ahead. And now all the way into Knight territory for an icing call with 14:29 to go. So 1-0 to score. South Windsor on top in the early stages of this contest. Seahawks and the Knights battling it out here in Norwich. The gold and the yellow, tough to tell apart for me. I can't imagine how it is for you guys on camera. Hoping to describe it as best as I can. Number 4, that is Josh Bertelli. He wraps one around the boards, picked up by number 39, Thomas DeHaze. DeHaze puts one back behind the net, looking for a man in the slot. That one off a stick. Big time collision. As that one is in the corner, scooped up by the Knights. Trying to find a man with a better angle. Number 39 had his shot blocked by number 26, Austin Linikis. Cross ice pass successful. Shover leaves it for his man before it was intercepted on neutral ice, but then picked up by Connor Power. Power with a shot. Save made by Prates. So on your screen, we have the Seahawks in the more yellow color compared to the South Windsor Knights in the gold with the maroon trim. Seahawks going right to left, and the Knights going left to right. Defensive zone faceoff for the Seahawks. They win it. And here's a chance now. 2-on-1 opportunity down the left side. There goes number 14, Sager. Play is whistled dead with 13:30 left on the clock in this opening stanza. And we'll have a neutral ice faceoff upcoming. Casagrande was in there for the neutral ice faceoff victory for the Seahawks. In the corner. Puck flicked up in the air, and now right in the crease before the Knights grab possession. Casagrande back with it. Seahawks probing, trying to get their offense rolling here as they trail 1-0 in the early goings. Knights lugging the puck through the neutral zone. There is Tyler Power. Power, backhanded chance. Save made by Prates. 12:53 left to go in this first period. Exciting hockey we have on our hands in Norwich. The Rose Garden Arena. Filled with South Windsor Knight supporters as well as the home ice of the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks. Always a plethora of the faithful on hand here in Norwich. That's number 4, Bertelli. Wraps that one around the boards, trying to get it out of his defensive zone. Can't. As the Knights doing a good job of keeping that time and attack as much as they possibly can thus far. Number 23, Kyle Dunn, giving chase before he lost it. Bertelli now. Reverses the puck, picked up. That's Willoughby. Blocked by his own man in front. Niffen wraps that one around now behind the cage of Prates. Looking for a man. The Knights trying to set up their offensive attack from downtown. That shot saved by the youngster Eric Prates. Being tested early and often. Defensive zone faceoff. That's number 25, David Morrison, giving chase before it's picked up by the Seahawks. And then a neutral zone turnover. Dunn on neutral ice. Backhands that one, flicks it up ahead. Offsides is called with 11:48 to go. Defensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Seahawks. Casagrande standing at the dot wins the defensive zone faceoff for Southeastern Connecticut. Tyler Power, cross-ice pass to his teammate, number 4, Luke Mawhinney. That one is slid to number 8, Hutton, Dylan Hutton. Behind the cage of Prates, getting the offense set up. One-timer, shoots, he scores! How about that? Tyler Power, the one-timer. Power powers that one in past the stick side of the youngster Eric Prates. 11:24 to go. Power play goal by Tyler Power. Center ice face-off controlled by the Knights, who have been imposing their will thus far with a 2-goal advantage in the first period of play. Number 39, Thomas DeHaze, flicks that one up ahead to 17, Morrison. along the blue line in front of the Knights bench. Off Hutton's stick. Delayed penalty. As Wiener was making his way for the bench to get the extra attacker on. So with 10:57 to go, number 26, Austin Linekus, will head to the sin bin for a deuce. The Seahawks in a heap of trouble here as they are going to do their best to try to avoid a 3-0 deficit. As the South Windsor Knights have come out firing on all cylinders, looking for another as the power play unit makes their way onto the ice. Willoughby, one-timer. Good idea, but gobbled up easily by Eric Prates. That was off the stick of Trevor Niffen. 1:53 left to go in the man advantage for South Windsor. Once again, South Windsor in the gold and the Seahawks of Southeastern Connecticut in the yellow. More of a neon coloring than South Windsor's mustard. Puck dropped and now controlled by South Windsor, trying to set up their power play unit, impose their will, and get goal number 3. And the Seahawks doing their best to kill off this penalty as this one finds its way back into Knight territory. Here is Niffen. Cross ice to Wallaby. Willoughby trying to find his brother. Now Zachary Morrison. Willoughby. Walter Willoughby grappling for the puck in the corner. Used his skate to get it out of there. Now with Niffen. Niffen rifles that one off the glass. 45 seconds left to go in this power play chance. 9:40 to go in the first. Icing is called. 9 minutes, 37 ticks of the clock remaining in the first. 41 seconds in the power play. Seahawks desperately trying to get back to even strength. If they surrender a goal here, a 3-0 deficit in the early goings is tough to come back from. I don't care who you are. At the point, Power. Back to Tyler Power. One-timer. Hit the wrong side of the net. South Windsor possessing, but then loses control. Off the stick of Mawhinney. Luke Mawhinney now back with it, trying to get things going in the waiting moments of this power play, but the PK does its job. As we're back at even strength here with under 9 minutes to go in the first. The Seahawks survive. 2-0 still the score. A lot more to do for Southeastern Connecticut. And here comes Kyle Dunn. Leaves it for his teammate. Quick feed to number 25, Morrison. A squabble for the puck along the boards. Who's going to come out with it? And a delayed penalty upcoming. 8:34 to go. David Morrison will have a seat in the penalty box for a pair. And now a big-time opportunity for this Seahawks squad to cut the deficit in half and get back into this game. Wyatt Burbridge wins the face-off in the O-zone for the Seahawks, but they quickly turn it over, and now here comes Kyle Dunn down the right wing. Dunn put one right at the doorstep. Nobody was home. Power, shot, deflected. In the corner. Dunn giving chase. Seahawks have it. Burbridge Steering the puck through. Cross ice pass to number 12, Gouveia. Gouveia. Power took it away. Back with Verberidge. Verberidge once again hit the wrong side of the net behind the cage. Larson. Gouveia. Cam Gouveia trying to muscle his way through a couple of defenders. Play is blown dead. 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go in the power play chance. And it looks like Tyler Power will join his teammate David Morrison in the sin bin. A 5-on-3 here for the Seahawks. Golden opportunity to make something happen here and get on the board. At least 63 seconds of 5-on-3 play here, barring a goal. Number 7, Bunkley. Casagrande, Bertelli, Bunkley. His shot off the skate of Niffin. Sager. Shot by Bunkley up in the air. And snared by the netminder Joshua Wiener. 7:15 to go in this first period. Casagrande will stand in at the dot for the Seahawks with a 2-man advantage trying to get on the board. Sagan. Drew Sager. Casagrande. Unable to keep it in the O zone. Good job by the PK unit of South Windsor. Cross ice. Bertelli. Palmer Williams. Behind the cage. Seahawks probing. And South Windsor survives. Now only down by 1 man. 5-on-4 now. 55 seconds left to go in this power play chance. Seahawks trying desperately to get things on the net. And there it is, a chance. Out in front, good save by Wiener. Bunkley. Sager at the point now. Casagrande got hit. Behind the cage. Bunkley. Shot. Save made by Wiener. And that will stop play with 6:03 to go in this first period. Just 28 seconds for the power play. Seahawks trying to scrap their way to their first goal of tonight's contest. Lance Goddard was standing at the dot for the faceoff. Larson taken away. Short-handed opportunity for Taylor. Taylor behind the cage of Prates. Fair, lost control. And now here comes Hawcom. Hawcom right out in front. Linekus was there. Oh, man, what a stop by Eric Prates. And we're back at even strength, folks. The Knights have survived a long 5-on-3, then 5-on-4 chance for the Seahawks. Unfortunate for Southeastern Connecticut to come out of there with nothing to show for it. A couple good chances, but unable to finish the job. Big time collision right in front of the scorer's box there. Cross ice. South Windsor trying to get it out of the defensive zone. Brett Fair wraps that one around the boards. Has his man Scola. Scola in front of his bench. Walker. Walker has his pass knocked down. Big time collision. Williams. Back in his defensive end to get it is Wade Larson. Big time hit. Bunkley. South Windsor probing, looking for an option. Here is Wallaby. Mawini. This shot goes wide right of the cage. Bunkley down the right wing. Here comes Bunkley. That play is whistled dead. 4:12 to go in the first. 2-0 remains the score. South Windsor on top of the Seahawks. Mike O'Connell here with Solu Broadcasting. Pleasure to be with you on this Saturday night. Some excellent hockey we have on our hands here at the Rose Garden Arena. Filling in for the man, the myth, the legend, Scotty Bonner. The voice of the Seahawks will be back on the sidelines this weekend. Happy to fill in for him, and before you know it, he'll be back on the mic doing his thing. Defensive zone faceoff for South Windsor. Puck dropped. That one flutters up off the glass and controlled by Bunkley. Costly turnover. No. Seahawks able to win it back. Reagan. Hutton in the corner. Along the boards. Along the blue line now. Shot. Stick goes flying. Dispossessed. Right out in front. Dangerous chance for South Windsor there as Prates was bailed out by a whistle. Three minutes and 42 ticks of the clock remaining this opening stanza of play. South Windsor giving the Seahawks everything they can handle, up 2-0. The Hawks with a 5-on-3 opportunity earlier in the period, unable to convert. And now here is another chance for the Seahawks with a man advantage, as number 8, Dylan Hutton, makes his way to the penalty box. Seahawks possessing in the O-zone. That shot from way downtown, ricochet. Opportunity for Goddard. Couldn't get a clean stick on it. Seahawks back in their defensive end to collect it. On neutral ice with South Windsor. Morrison flicks that one down. Bertelli. Miffin. Collision in front of the South Windsor bench. Now here's a chance for the Knights. Shot. Save made by Prates. 1:19 to go in the power play chance. The man advantage unit needs to come up big. Trying to set the tone heading into the second period, waning moments of the first. 2-0 Knights. It almost seems as if whenever the Seahawks get an opportunity, they seem to rush instead of taking their time and trying to make the right pass, the extra pass. But now they just got to play some good defense here as we're back at a 4-on-4, even strength after the penalty is called. Squabble for it in the corner. That shot. Ricochet. Along the boards in front of the Seahawks bench. Picked up by Mawini. Mawini turns it over. That puck trickles back onto the defensive ice of South Windsor. The Knights trying to get it out. Met with some resistance. Brett Karen. Bertelli. Along the blue line. Cross ice. Nobody home. A lot of room to work with here in this 4-on-4. Chance for the Knights. That one save made by Prates. Heck of a job by Eric. Knights still threatening. That one wide right. Mawini. One-timer from Power. Save made easily by Prates. Just 3 seconds left to go in the in the penalty for the Knights. So they will have a 5-on-4 advantage for about 42 seconds. 1 minute, 44 seconds on the clock in this first period. At this point, if you're the Seahawks, you're happy just being down 2 heading into the first intermission. A squabble for the puck along the boards. A lot of sticks, a lot of skates, only one puck. Giving chase is Wade Larson. A collision along the boards. Jostling for the puck. Couple of bodies hit the deck. Puck still without an owner. Linekus. South Windsor set up shop in their own zone. Zachary Richard. Shover. Richard in the corner looking for an angle. Some timely stick work from the Seahawks. That shot goes way wide right, and we're back at even strength. Backhanded pass. Picked up by Shover. 40 seconds left to go in the first. Seahawks moving from defense to offense. That puck got away and will be corralled by number 39, Thomas DeHaze. Neutral ice. Schober trying to make a move. Casagrande was looking for a teammate. Couldn't find one, but there's Bunkley. Bunkley with 10 seconds. DeHaze. Buck in the corner. And that will do it for the first period of action. 2-0, South Windsor. The Knights on top of the Seahawks. Heading into the first intermission, I'm Mike O'Connell with Solu Broadcasting. We'll be back with this second period of action in just a few moments. Stay tuned, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Rose Garden Arena in Norwich, Connecticut. The Seahawks and the Knights battling it out here on this Saturday night primetime hockey. We have 40 a 2-0 advantage Knights at the end of one. We're about to get started in the second period. We'll see what it holds for us. Mike O'Connell with Solu Broadcasting. Would appreciate any and all donations to Solu. Just hit that donate button and be our guest, please, and thank you. And we're underway here in the second period of action from the Rose Garden Arena. Drew Sager, big time collision. Oh, and some fisticuffs. Extracurriculars. As it looked like for a second, it was about to get ugly. Sager and cooler heads do prevail in the early goings of the second period. Some penalties being assessed here. As referees getting everything sorted out. As the Seahawks head coach giving it to the referees here, pleading his case. So that's number 9, Walter Willoughby, will take a seat in the penalty box with 16:37 to go. Just 23 seconds gone by in this second stanza. Things are already heating up. Well, in case you are wondering, if you are interested in ordering any highlights, any gameplay highlights of your son, daughter, niece, nephew, grandson, granddaughter, whoever it may be, it is just a few clicks away on the Solu Broadcasting website. Memories that will last a lifetime, and that's what it's all about, folks. Looking back on the fond memories that hockey can create, as it does for so many of us. And here in Norwich, a phenomenal game between South Windsor and Southeastern Connecticut, getting things cleaned up here before we resume play. Frustrated is the coaching staff of the Seahawks. And they put Sager in the sin bin. And it looks like the head coach of the Seahawks was just ejected. As he exits the arena. Crowd certainly disagrees with the decision to toss him. But you could see steam was coming out of his ears the way he was dealing with the referees. But luckily, the bottom line, player safety is key here. And what could have been an ugly situation resulted in, I'd say, something a lot more pretty than what you could use your imagination for. And a long stoppage in play. As the two teams come together for a little chat, which is a good sign. Some friendly banter. Talking about the games tonight. Just got word in the Yankees-Red Sox game, Giancarlo Stanton hit a grand slam for the New York Yankees at Fenway to make it 5-2 in It looks like it was a 452-foot blast. Hit it onto Lansdowne Street. And Sagan looks like he was ejected as well. Or not. As he makes his way back into the penalty box. Mike O'Connell with Solu Broadcasting. Pleasure to be with you on this Saturday night. Hoping we can resume action as soon as possible. It was a dandy of a hockey game we had on our hands before things got heated. As the SEC Seahawks head coach was sent off. And exited in some haste. So the referee's still sorting everything out with the scorekeepers and the scoreboard operators. Apologies for the delay, but not really anything I could do about it. Just got to be patient, stand by, and I'm sure things will pick up in a matter of moments. I just knew as soon as I saw both the teams make their way out of the locker room with the way that how the uniforms were matched up, the gold versus the yellow, I knew something was going to happen that was a little out of the ordinary for tonight's matchup. The Seahawks and the Knights. Knights up 2-0 after 2 goals in the first period. Tyler Power and Matthew Venzi opened up the scoring. And a big-time missed opportunity for the Seahawks, who had a 5-on-3, unable to put the biscuit in the basket. Some opportunities, but standing tall in net for the Knights was Joshua Wiener, number 35. And Eric Prates for the Seahawks has made a couple of phenomenal saves himself. That's number 30, the netminder for the Seahawks. .37 left to go, doing 3 17-minute periods. And this is now going on for over 10 minutes. A long delay. As the players on the ice starting to get a little antsy. Still getting things hashed out on the referees. And looks like we will resume action. So a 5-minute major assessed to number 19, John Walker of the Knights. And a 2-minute minor assessed to Drew Sager, of the Seahawks. So we'll have a little 4-on-4, or 5-on-4 advantage South Windsor. Puck dropped, and we are back, folks. Giving chase number 52, Spencer Sherman. Sherman gives it off to Bunkley. Bunkley with Casagrande next to him. Casagrande up ahead to number 70, Declan York. Giving chase is York. Wrapped around the boards counterclockwise. On neutral ice. Looked like Sherman got bodied by the referee there a little bit along the boards. Brett Fair. Opportunity goes wide right of the cage. Sherman. Fair. A battle for the puck. Who's going to come up with it? It is Bunkley. Colin Bunkley in his own zone looking ahead for Casagrande. Couldn't get into him, but pass was picked off. And now crossing the blue line is number 14, Niffin. Back with Bunkley in the defensive zone of the Seahawks. Lugging the puck through. Leaves it for York. York at the point, backhanded. Pass was looking for Bertelli. Casagrande. A grapple for the puck. Stalemate. And deadlocked into the corner. Niffin. Spiriting the puck through the neutral zone down the left wing. Here comes Niffin. Past the blue line. Niffin. Shot. Went wide left of the cage. That thing was charged. A missile off the stick of Niffin, but did not add the accuracy. And that's an icing call with 14:54 to go. 18 seconds left to go in the 2-minute minor for Sager. Puck dropped. Bertelli wraps that one around. Ricochet. Puck still without an owner after the rebound. Power ripped that one on the cage. Great save by Prates at the point. Knight still threatening. Bertelli playing some good defense. Now Mawini in the corner. Big time collision behind the cage. South Windsor trying to set up shop. All alone, looking for an angle. Hit the wrong side of the net. Mawini. Along the boards. Bertelli there on him. The Knights with a long possession. Here's Power. Give and go. Shot. And there it is. Luke Mawini. Tickles the twine, lights the lamp. Power play goal, 13:58 to go in the second, and it is 3-0 advantage Knights. Unbelievable. Seahawks staring at a 3-goal deficit. Desperately need to respond. We'll see what they can do here. Fresh off the goal from Mawini. Knights looking for more. Probing. Looking to find a teammate with a better angle. Niffin puts a charge into one. And Prates will smother that one with 13:33 to go. South Windsor, despite being shorthanded, is imposing their will on the offensive side of the puck. And now in the corner. Mawini. Past the blue line. There is Chase Mawini. Makes one man miss, makes another. Puts it on net. Save made by Prates. Mawini. Muscling through defenders. still has the puck on his stick somehow, some way. Deadlock in the corner. Under 13 minutes to go. Knights 3-goal advantage over the Seahawks here at the Rose Garden Arena in Norwich, Connecticut. South Windsor over Southeastern Connecticut. Puck dropped. Corralled by number 25, Morrison. Morrison put one right at the doorstep, cross crease. Nothing doing. Burbridge, shot, glove save made by Wiener. Five-minute major still with 1:06 to go for number 19, John Walker. Offensive zone face-off victory for number 15, Burbridge. Seahawks desperately trying to get on the board. Opportunity. Reverses ice. Shot. Knocked down. A lot of bodies out in front. As Dunn put one in the air. That one off the stomach. So number 22. Or number 12, excuse me, Cam Govea. That one is going to hurt in the morning. Dunn. Morrison. Cross ice. And that will be whistled dead for an icing with under 12 minutes to play in the second. Defensive zone faceoff upcoming for South Windsor. The Seahawks need to try to get within striking distance before this becomes too much of an insurmountable deficit. 3, you're starting to teeter in that direction. 4, that's a lot worse. 2, now you're in within striking distance. Let's see what they can do here. South Windsor down the left side. Big time hit, possession gone. Regained, though, by number 13, Zachary Richard. Burbridge. And here's an opportunity for Cam Govea. Past the blue line, here's Govea. Lost it. Came off his stick, picked up. South Windsor looking for another Gino is, oh man, had an opportunity for a point-blank shot to Luke Taylor. As Mawhinney left it for him, but could not connect cleanly. 10:42 to go. South Windsor still threatening. Rebound chance. Out in front. Bunkley. Back with Fair. Fair. Sent one on. Dangerous. As that one ricocheted off the skate of a Knight. That one is swallowed up by the netminder Joshua Wiener. 10:21 left to go in the middle stanza. In this matchup, a couple of powerhouses, South Windsor and the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks, going head-to-head, toe-to-toe here in Norwich. Seahawks need to get on the board. And first got to play some defense first as the South Windsor Knights being absolutely ruthless. Keeping the pedal to the metal here. Not giving Prates and the Seahawk defense any time to catch their breath. Constantly putting pressure on. Under 10 to go in the second. The Knights moving from defense to offense. Hutton. And unable to keep the puck on sides. With 9:43 to go, we'll have a neutral zone faceoff upcoming. Mike O'Connell with Solu Broadcasting. An honor and a privilege to be with you here on this beautiful Saturday night in September. A full day of hockey we had on our hands. And now here comes Casagrande. Shot. Rebound, chance. Puck still without an owner. Sherman put that one on net. Ricocheted out. Seahawks with some room. Shot off the glove of Prates. Of Wiener, excuse me. And now Seahawks, Casagrande feeds it to his man out in front from way downtown. Declan York. Puck fluttered up in the air and now finds its way deep into Seahawk territory for an icing called. 8:55 on the clock. Scoring for the Knights, we have Matthew Venzi, Tyler Power, and Luke Mawhinney. Their names on the score sheet make it 3-0 advantage Knights over the Seahawks. Knights trying to get on the board. There's Bertelli with a shot from way downtown. That one is gobbled up by Joshua Wiener. Has stood tall in net thus far for his South Windsor Knights. Substitutions for both sides. Defensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Knights. Standing at the dot, Brett Karen. That one is won by Govea. Tried to get it, but could not hit it cleanly. As Wiener just falls back in desperation to smother that one. Does it successfully. 8:41 left to go in the second. Govea at the dot. That one is sent deep into Seahawk territory. Icing called. Despite a heck of an effort from number 23, Kyle Dunn. Was racing to get down there in time, just could not. Puck dropped. Kyle Dunn. Cross ice pass off the stick of his teammate, Chase Mawhinney. Bertelli had it on his stick for a moment. Knights have it back, looking for more. Shot. Mawhinney. Chase Mawhinney. Probing. Has his brother, Luke. One-timer off the stick of Dunn. Up in the air, now back with Mawhinney. Luke to Chase. Chase to Luke. The Knights threatening. Power. Tried to find his teammate in the high slot. Could not. Timely defense and stick work by number 12, Cam Govea. Here come the Knights. Tyler Power. Power. And this one trickles into the defensive zone of the Knights. Power. No icing called. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the second period. Grappling for the puck. Benzie leaves it for fair. Hutton. Rebound chance. Big time hit. Cross ice. Goddard. Lands Goddard. Sent it in the corner. Goddard got it back. Put one right out in front. Couldn't find his teammate. Venzi down the left wing. Here comes Venzi. Matthew Venzi searching. Probing for a man with a better angle. Puts one right on the crease. Goddard. That one wide right of the cage. Threatening are the Knights. Puck on the stick of Fair. Who's going to get there in time? And it's a race. Number 17, Brady Holcomb, puts that one wide right of the cage. Under 6 to go in the second. Nice poke check from Austin Linekiss, but the Knights get it back. There's Venzi. Matthew Venzi lost it for a moment. Seahawks got it. 5:44 to go. Goddard, Lance Goddard past the blue line. No offsides is called. Left it for his man Sager. Drew Sager giving chase. Has it on the neutral zone. Sherman in front of the South Windsor bench. Over to Goddard. Goddard lugging the puck through. Lost control. Willoughby. South Windsor has it in their defensive end as they transition from defense to offense. Taylor was looking for power. Couldn't get it to him. Shot. Too tall. Willoughby. Too many bodies in front. Willoughby tried to get it back. Poked it away from York. York finds Casagrande. Casagrande back to York. York past the blue line. Here's York. York flutters that one up into the corner. Sager. Casagrande. Poked away. York gets hit. Chance for Casagrande. Could not corral it. Down the left side. Luke Taylor. Sherman. Casagrande. 4:15 to go in the second. Now with Zachary Richard. Back with the Seahawks in their own zone. Flicked up ahead. Trading places. There's Bertelli. Josh Bertelli. Lifts it. Feeds it to his man. Quick interception at center ice. Before it's taken back by number 16, Palmer Williams. Kyle Dunn. One-timer. Shoots. He scores. Holy cow. How about that one? Off the stick of Luke Taylor. Impressive from South Windsor. Firing on all cylinders. As that was poetry in motion by the South Windsor attack. 4-0, the advantage Knights. Palmer Williams lost control. And that one's really got a sting for the Seahawks. After a bunch of opportunities in a row, it looked like they were gaining momentum, unable to put the biscuit in the basket, and then all of a sudden, South Windsor connects on that one. A chance for more, looking for the 5th goal of the night. One-timer, and there it is. Just like that, blink of an eye. 5-0. South Windsor on top. Imposing their will as the Knights have 5 goals. That one coming from Morrison. Deflating after such a great effort from the Seahawks throughout, especially the last few moments before surrendering those 2 goals. Now 5-0 can seem insurmountable. Under 3 minutes to go in the second. Sherman from way downtown was looking for an assist, and with 2:47 to go, Wiener freezes that puck. And we'll have a defensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Knights. Seahawks trying to get things going offensively. It looked for so long like they were going to connect and find the back of the net, but just could not. And this one is collected by Karen. And now over to Govea. Karen let one loose, but was met with some resistance. Nice poke check from Sherman. South Windsor gets it back. And a heck of a save from Eric Prates. Doing his best to keep his team within striking distance, but not a lot of help from his defense. Defensive zone face-off for the Seahawks. Puck dropped. That shot screams wide right of the cage. In the corner, Morrison. DeHaze. Cross crease pass. Now behind the cage. Searching for a man. At the blue line. DeHaze. Couple bodies hit the deck. That was Morrison. Here comes Linekus. Linekus down the left side. Spiriting the puck through the neutral cone. Here comes Austin Linekus. He gets it poked away. Picked up shot. Save made by Wiener. Brady Hawcom let one fly, but was easily snuffed out by the netminder Joshua Wiener. Pitching a shutout thus far, 93 seconds left to go in the second period. Puck dropped. Collected. Sager cross ice. Bertelli's there. But that puck is sent down deep into Seahawk territory. Taylor. Declan York. Past the blue line. York. Shot. And that one is snatched up by Wiener. 60 seconds left to go in the middle stanza here at the Rose Garden Arena, Norwich, Connecticut. I'm Mike O'Connell with Solu Broadcasting. Pleasure to be with you on this Saturday night. A couple of great teams battling out here. South Windsor having their way. 5-0 to score over Southeastern Connecticut. Casagrande stands in at the dot, neutral ice. Down the right side. South Windsor. Scola had it poked away. York with a heck of a move. York trying to go coast to coast with it. Declan York. That shot from way downtown. Under 30 seconds left to go. Casagrande reverses the puck. Squabble for it. Jostling for position. Had his man, could not get the stick on it. Under 10 seconds left to go. Bunkley. And that will do it for the second period of action. I don't know why the horn didn't sound. There it is. And we'll be back with the third and final period of action. 5-0 South Windsor on top of the Seahawks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with the third period of action here between the Seahawks and the Knights. And it looks like Drew Sager is back in the penalty box for the Hawks. 5-0 remains the score heading into the third and final stanza. Seahawks have had some promising chances and really did have some moments in the game where they were dominating on offense, creating opportunities for each other, teammates helping teammates. But whether it be an errant pass or a Joshua Wiener save, unable to convert on most of those chances, including power plays and including a 5-on-3. So that is the storyline in this one. And what became a 2-0 game was a 3-0 game, and then all of a sudden, within 60 seconds of each other, South Windsor put on two more, and all of a sudden it was 5-0. So let's see if the Seahawks have any sort of rally in their bones here to get the third and final period going. They will be starting shorthanded as Sager is in fact in the box for a deuce. The Knights control the puck. That's done. Giving chase into the corner, Kyle Dunn. Met with some resistance. Over there is York. York with it on his stick. Trying to get out of the defensive zone of the Seahawks. Bunkley. Power at the point. Knights still possess it. Trying to find Power. Gets it, but has to retreat at center ice. Knights past the blue line, but then it was sticked away. No icing called. Dunn gets it back in his own zone, and now collecting it is Tyler Power. Cross ice at center. Past the blue line, Mawhinney. At the point, Power. Sends one down deep right in front. Oh, man. Right time, right place for Bunkley, able to rescue his netminder from any further peril. That shot is saved by Wiener. 39 ticks of the clock left to go in the power play. Cross ice pass successful. There's Luke Mawhinney. Mawhinney looking for Morrison. Morrison shot. And it finds its way in as Prates had it. Was juggling it for a moment and just unable to keep that out. And pass the line now into the back of the net for South Windsor. So their power play unit comes through. And they tack on another 6-0. The score, South Windsor over Southeastern Connecticut. John Walker sends that one wide left. Seahawks trying to get on the board. Mawhinney. Larson. Bertelli. And another goal as things are starting to unravel here for the Seahawks. 7-0, 7:55 to go. South Windsor imposing their will with ease, firing on all cylinders, and not much Eric Prates can do about it. Scola rips that one. That one sails wide right of the cage. Gets it back to Scola. Was looking for a teammate. Now with a full head of steam is Linekus. Now with Goddard. Back with Linekus. Goddard trying to play some pesky defense. Can't. As Niffin lugging the puck through, trying to go coast to coast is Niffin. Neutral zone, controlled by Niffin. Trevor Niffin has his man Scola, Jonathan Scola. Center ice, the Knights have it. Puck is dropped. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in regulation. Kyle Dunn sends that one on net. Save made by Prates. Heck of a job by Eric. Mike O'Connell, Solu Broadcasting, filling in for the great Scotty Bonner. A pleasure to be with you on this Saturday afternoon, which is now turned into night. I've been here for too long. My apologies. And that is goal number 8 for the Knights, who have turned this one into a complete and utter blowout, 8-0. And what was a highly competitive game in about the first half of it, the first period and the first half of the second, was 2-0 for a long time. But the Seahawks were unable to capitalize on the opportunities that they were presented with, and lo and behold, they trail by a large margin. Morrison giving chase with Brett Karen. Wrapped around. Out in front. Save made by Prates. 5:30 left to go in regulation. Offensive zone face-off victory for number 42, Brett Fair. Fair giving chase. Someone lost their glove. That was number 70, Declan York. Just playing on with his glove, scoops it up in front of the South Windsor bench. Carams that one off the boards. Big-time collision along the blue line. There's Dylan Hutton. Oh, puts on the brakes. Nifty move there from Hutton. Ooh. Looked like Sager had his stick snapped in half. And offsides is called with 4 minutes and 34 ticks of the clock remaining. Here from Norwich, Connecticut, the Rose Garden Arena. Home to the SECYH family, the Seahawks. Their first game of today's action that I actually saw the SECYH lose. Impressive nonetheless. But this one was certainly there for the taking, but the Seahawks were just unable to convert on some of the chances they had in the early goings. Certainly would not have guessed that it would have ended up, the scoreboard would have ended up the way that it looks now. It was a highly contested, hard-fought game by both sides in the early going. First period, early stages of the second. And South Windsor all of a sudden caught fire and could not miss, as they lit the lamp time and time again. And not much for the fault of Eric Prates. He did his job to the best of his ability. But the Knights were just finding the right spots, finding the right holes. Giving chase. Way back is number 15, Wyatt Burbridge, to get it. Burbridge. Shorthanded action, but then they turn it over. Jonathan Scola. Back with Burbridge, center ice. Burbridge. Shot. Gobbled up by Joshua Wiener. 3:09 to go, 58 seconds left in the power play chance. Standing in for the face-off duties, Lance Goddard, number 68. Now here's Kyle Dunn all alone, one man to beat. Dunn finds the back of the net. Kyle Dunn. Easier said than done for Kyle. Buries that one. 9-0 Knights. These guys are tough. Dunn once again looking for more. Had Shover there. Shover was in front of the cage, just could not connect with him. Mawhinney. Dunn. Mawhinney. Chase to Luke. That one wrapped around counterclockwise. Scooped up in the corner. Big time collision. Goddard laid the wood there. Did Lance. Keeps it in the O-zone for the time being, does Goddard. Cross-ice pass successful. 2 minutes to go here. Out in front, save made by Prates. So if you're the Seahawks, just got to have a short memory about this game. Leave it in the rearview mirror. Sleep it off, wake up tomorrow, fresh mindset, and move on ahead, try to get better the next day. This is a solid bunch. Saw flashes of brilliance. Although they were unable to get on the scoreboard, they definitely performed at a high level during a lot of times throughout the game, especially in the early stages. Unfortunately, just got away from them. South Windsor, highly skilled, hungry, deep team that just will throw line after line at you, chock full of guys that can make you pay. 86 seconds on the clock in regulation. Offensive zone face-off victory for the Knights. This one scooped up by number 42, Fair. One-timer. Nothing doing. Just over a minute left to go in regulation. Venzi. who actually opened up the scoring in this contest way back in the first period. Offsides is called with 42.1 left to go. Neutral ice face-off upcoming. Will probably be the last of this contest. Calvin Mirko in for the Seahawks. Chance for number 19, Karen. 15 seconds left to go in regulation. Karen in the corner. Williams can't corral it. Giving chase. Larson. And that will do it. The South Windsor Knights defeat the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks by a score of 9-0 at the Rose Garden Arena in Norwich, Connecticut. Mike O'Connell with Solu Broadcasting. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks, folks.